Okay, welcome along to another YouTube tutorial. This is Maybe I'm Amazed by Paul McCartney. Slightly more complicated than a lot of the songs I usually play. I've kept it in its original key because that's the easiest version you're going to get. It looks more complicated than it actually is. Once you learn the chords, it's a pretty simple song. There's actually not that many chords, but they're not your typical chords that we've used in a lot of the earlier songs that I've done. So we'll get straight into it. We'll start with an A chord in the left. For me, that's going to be an A and an E. If you want to take it really simple, you can just play the lead A part because it is the A chord. In the right, I'm going to play an A, a C sharp, and then an E. So that is A chord. A chord. This is a combination of chords now. In the left, I've actually got F sharp and D. And in the right, I'm actually playing a D chord. So this is a straightforward D, which is going to be A, D, F sharp. So it's a combination of D and F sharp. The next one is going to be a combination of as well. It's going to be a combination of chords. It's going to be D's in the left and an F in the right. So we've gone from a D in the right to an F in the right. So this thumb kind of stays the same, you'll notice. As we go, the thumb stays here. Thumb stays. Thumb stays. So this is D's on the left, F on the right. And this is an E minor chord, or sort of an E minor. It's E minor 7th. So it's E's in the left, E's octaves apart, and then just the G triad in the right. So G, B, and D. And then we finish back at the A. So there's 4 chords for the intro here. A, D and F sharp combine. Sorry, F sharp and D combined, and then D and F combined, and then E and G combined. So that's the intro there. Let's move on. Baby, I'm amazed by the way that you love me all the time. So it's 4 chords again. So the 4 chords this time are a straightforward B flat. So B flat, so you can just play a single B flat if you want. And the B flat is F, B flat, and D. Maybe I'm amazed, amazed. Okay, so we go from B flat, and we just drop down to the A's here. So this is going to be an A on the left, but we're going to play an F on the right. So this is a combination of A and F. Straightforward C. Love me all the time. C, 4 chords, B flat, F and A, C, G, repeat. You love it. Maybe I'm afraid of the way I love you. So that's almost the same, except we've just missed out the G in this case. So B flat, F over A, C, G, and again B flat, F and A, and then just finish with the C. He has that sort of rolling up the piano sound, much better than what I did, but I just try and hit a few notes along the way. So give it a full sound. Let's try that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we go repeat that, except without the G. Now we're going to go again. Maybe I'm amazed at the way that you pull me out of time. You hung me on the line. Now it's going to change. Now this is quite a tricky chord. We're going to move on the left just to the G sharp, so it doesn't sound too bad, but to make that G sharp happen on the right, I'm going to lock in the middle finger and move to these 2 black notes. That's G sharp. Maybe I'm amazed, and then we're going to move down again here. So in the left, not so difficult. It goes from here to here to here, but on the right, we're going to move to an E flat, which is, so what is that? That is G, that is B flat, and that is D sharp. And we finish with a C. So let's try that again. So, maybe I'm amazed at the way that you pull me out of time. We repeat the B flat. You hung me on a line. Now let's go down. Baby, I'm amazed at the way that I really need you. And then we finish on the C. Okay, now it's going to get interesting key change. We're going to go to a straightforward D. D octaves apart, lock them in. We're going to play a D on the right. Baby, I'm a man. And we're going to go from a D to an A. So this thumb is locked, D. Maybe I'm a lonely man. Down to a C. So the D is staying here. So we're going, and on the right we go from D to A to C to G. So let's try that again. Baby, I'm a man. Maybe you're the only woman who can never ever help me. I think I've skipped a bit there, haven't I? Sorry. It goes, baby, I'm a man. Maybe I'm a lonely man who's in the middle of something. Hold that C for a while. That he doesn't really understand. And we go back up to the D. Okay, so that's a weird little sort of flourish that he has. So he goes from D down to A, down to C, hold the C, and then we go to just a normal G. So G to B is G and D, and then a triad on the right. That he doesn't really understand, back to a D. Okay, so that flourish, so this is a straightforward D. The flourish is F, F sharp, and D. And now the tricky bit is getting back to that D again, because we're going to repeat that again. And the way I do it is I go down to just that finger. Don't try and get them all in, just go. And then put all the other fingers down. Baby, I'm a man, and maybe you're the only woman who can never ever help me. Baby, won't you help me understand? Now we're going to go down the line here. And that's very much like the intro when we go down the line. There we go. So it's that F sharp and the D combined, D and the F combined, E and the G combined, and you finish with the A. And then that's the whole song. So it's all about getting those chords down pat. C and G are nice, but this B flat down to the F sharp is a bit tricky. Repeat again, B flat, F and A, C to G, repeat again, B flat, F and A. Now the tricky bit, the G sharp, the G and the E flat, and then back to safe old C again. And then the key change, D, A, C, G, and back to D with that little flourish. And then we'll do one more, we'll go D to A, C to G, and then we're going to go back to the intro with that mixture of chords. And there's a guitar solo in there somewhere. So, like I said, it looks tricky and it does impress some people, but it's not that hard to learn once you get those tricky combo chords down pat. Anyway, I hope you enjoy playing that song.